Yo, what's up, you guys? It's your boy Evan today with another video. So today is today's video is about my thoughts about the 2025 NBA draft. So my thoughts about the draft this year in 2025, I honestly think it could be a good draft class. I honestly thought the Pistons last year were going to get the number one pick, even though we were like the worst team in the NBA last year. We were like the worst team in like 3 years, and we never got the number one pick. And now we're like a good team, and I'm surprised the Pistons tripled the wins. But honestly, I think the Mavericks deserve the number one draft pick. The reason why I think the Mavericks deserve a number one draft pick, because number one, they lost Luka Doncic. And I just think because Luka got traded to the Lakers and Anthony Davis got traded to the Mavericks, I think the Mavericks deserve to have Cooper Flag. He's a good basketball player. Honestly, I really hope the Mavericks get Cooper Flag, because if they did, that it could help. But I really hope Cooper Flag's not a bust. That's another thing. I think another NBA team that needs to be in this top 12 draft class is the Spurs, the Sixers, the Hornets, the Wizards. The Wizards do need to rebuild, man. They were the worst team in the NBA last year in the Eastern Conference. The Pistons, when this season was over, the season before that, last season, the Wizards were the worst. The Wizards were the worst team this year. The Pistons were the worst team last season, and it's I do think the Wizards need to be getting more good draft picks. If they do, that'd be great. If the Wizards could get it, if the Hornets could be top into it, the Hawks need to get rebuilt, the Bulls, all these teams that aren't very good. I mean, also the Utah Jazz really need to get a top 5 pick in the draft, because the Jazz are not a good NBA team. Because they lost Donovan Mitchell, they just need a lot of rebuilding, man. The Jazz need a lot of rebuilding, and it's I think the Jazz are one of the few NBA teams that never won a championship. I think there's 10 teams. But I think if they could get good players for the draft, then they'll get better. But if the Mavericks and the Wizards keep rebuilding, they could win another championship. Or they'll just get better. I just think the Mavericks need a lot of rebuilding. I think the Wizards have been rebuilding for so long. It's they're just so bad, honestly. But yeah, they look decent. I know Cooper Flag is one of them, but I am gonna look into the NBA. I am gonna look into the 2025 NBA draft, because the draft is coming soon. I'm gonna have to look into it pretty soon. I am gonna, I do think this looks like a good draft pick, because Cooper Flag looks like a pretty good player. But I really hope he's not a bust, because even though Zion Williamson's kind of a bust, I mean, maybe he's not, but I don't know. But it just, I've been watching the NBA draft for so long. Some players I've seen do really good, and some players I've seen get drafted that just sucked completely. For example, Stanley Johnson. I thought he was going to be a good player for the Pistons, but he really did suck for the Pistons. He was not very good, but he kind of sucks now. Plus, he's not even in the league anymore. So you had Stanley Johnson, you had Anthony Bennett, you had Jahlil Okafor. Jahlil Okafor was drafted by the Sixers, and he didn't even turn out to be a good player. And that's one thing about the NBA draft, is you never know. Sometimes they turn out to be good, sometimes they turn out to be very bad players. And that's why you got to always admit, if you're in the NBA, it doesn't mean you're automatically going to be doesn't mean they're going to be great. I mean, you look at Greg Oden from the Portland Trail Blazers. He wasn't very good. And then you had you had a lot of NBA players that just didn't turn out to be great. And that's one thing. It doesn't mean you're going to be great. I mean, I hope Cooper Flag's a good player. I really hope he's not. I really hope he's a really, really good player. I really hope the Mavericks get him, because I do think the Mavericks deserve the number one draft pick, because the Mavericks will be in trouble for a while. Even though the Mavericks do not have Luka Doncic anymore, I do think the Mavericks deserve the number one draft pick. And I do think San Antonio deserves the number 3 pick, because San Antonio is still not a good team. They used to be a good team. Now Wembanyama is a good player, but they do need a lot of rebuilding for the Spurs. And they do need a lot of rebuilding for the Hornets. The Hornets have been rebuilding forever. That basketball team, that NBA team, the Hornets, have been rebuilding forever. And I do think the Hornets do need a lot of rebuilding. So I think the Hornets deserve the number 4th pick, I think. They're still not a great team. But yeah. There's a lot of NBA teams that need a lot of rebuilding. The Wizards. But yeah. Thank you for watching the video. If you can comment, and subscribe to my YouTube video, that would be great. Thank you very much, and have a good day. It's just been very interesting. But yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.